Welcome to Littlejohns Yarns and welcome to my 5-day scrap yarn series where I give you 5 patterns for the next 5 days to bust your stash. So if you have a lot of junk yarn sitting in your craft room, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Littlejohns Yarns and welcome to my 5-day scrap yarn series where I'm giving you 5 patterns to bust your stash. If this is your very first time here, I'm Alicia and I create patterns every single week. So if you're into that, make sure you click that subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always up to date. So let's hop right into it. If you're anything like me, you have a ton of leftover scrap yarn and half a skeins that you don't know what to do or what to make. So that's what I'm trying to do for you today and over the next 5 days, giving you quick patterns so you can bust your stash. But before we start, I want to give some scrap yarn honorable mentions. Number 3, I want to give an honorable mention to the scrap yarn hat. Everybody loves the scrap yarn hat. It's easy, it's quick. Even the most beginner crocheter can complete a scrap yarn hat. But unfortunately, it's June, it's almost summertime, so this one didn't make the list. We'll maybe do that for a future tutorial. And honorable mention number 2, the scrap yarn blanket. Once again, everybody loves a scrap yarn blanket. You can make this as you go throughout the year, any stitches, any colors. You can combine all the colors for a pretty awesome rainbow color combination. But like I said, it's almost summertime. I wanted to do something quick and easy that you guys can bust out in a matter of a day. And my top honorable mention that didn't make the list, but it almost did, is the crochet granny square. This is one of my favorite things to create. The crochet granny square can make purses, hats, blankets, scarves, anything you want. So maybe in the future I'll do another crochet granny square tutorial so you can bust your stash. But what I want to get into were my quick and easy projects. So we'll start off what we're doing for day 1. We're making these cute little crochet facial scrubbies made from cotton yarn. The pattern is very easy. I even made one with a little hand handle so you can scrub your face. It's make a great little small gift. For this project, I only had a little bit of, little bit of leftover Burnett Christmas yarn that had a little bit of sparkle in it. But from what I seen with the sparkle, I thought would be a great little exfoliator that's already weaved into the yarn itself. So this will be our day 1 for our scrap yarn series. Another great project that we'll be working on this week is my shell stitch wine glass holder, which is pretty cute. If you are an avid wine drinker like myself, these are pretty awesome and would also make quick gifts. This worked up in a matter of no time. So it's another quick project to bust your stash. I especially had a lot of Caron Simply Soft left over because I made a lot of crochet holder tops so far this season. So I needed to bust my stash. So I'll probably make a couple more of these and give them out as gifts. Let's see, for our day 3 busting your stash, you might have seen my buttons before that I created just using yarn, but these ones are my giant buttons. These are much bigger than the buttons I usually make through crochet. Oops, excuse me, dropped it. Which is awesome. You might have seen this crochet button on one of my purses that I made a few months ago. I'll leave a picture up above. But these work great when you run out of buttons for any project that you have and you don't have anything to match, but especially if you want big buttons. Big buttons cost so much when you go to the store, so why not create your own? Also, for our day, 4 stash busters, I created this quick little crochet headband that goes great with any outfit. As you can see, I have it on right now. Another great, quick, easy scrap yarn project. Like I said, this one was made from, I think, Lion brand, from a hat I probably made over the winter time. But I had some scrap yarns left over, and I whipped this project up real quick. And for my favorite for day 5 of our scrap yarn series, we're going to be creating this sandal. Once again, this is scrap yarn left over from a project. I only had a little bit of it, but it's only worked in 2 parts, 2 little panels. and I just stitched it onto the shoe. Quick and easy project. This would probably work even better in cotton, but this is what I had left over. But when this video does come out, I want you to pay attention to the stitching. I don't know if you'll be able to see it from this angle of the video, but as you can see, there is no yarn stitching showed on the side. That was always the one thing I hated about flip-flop crochet shoes. You can always see the yarn sewed on the side, but I do a different yarn technique where I put the stitches on the inside so they're not visible on a shoe. This is the part that you step on that nobody sees. Alright, these are some of my crochet scrap yarn recommendations. What are some of the things that you guys like to create with your scrap yarn? Make sure you leave a comment down below. Tell me what you like to make, and maybe I'll put your idea in my very next video, because I would love to create a whole nother series for scrap yarn, especially once the weather starts getting colder again, because this one was more dedicated to the summer season. So I'm going to leave all the information down to the scrap yarn series down in the information box down below. So stay tuned. Make sure you watch for the next 5 days. I'm going to help you bust your stash. So I'll see you all over the next 5 days. I hope you enjoy all these patterns. Bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned for all of my patterns in the Scrap Yarn series. And make sure you check out my other videos. I'll see you all on the next tutorial.